actually really high terrain. So if you notice that
Major Christine Mao gives her briefing before stepping for a mission. Bagram's F-15s generally sport the Dude call sign. A funny coincidence, considering there are no dudes to be found on this mission. They've dubbed this Dudette 4707, as both crews set to step are all female. With an F-15 only carrying 2 people, pilot and weapons officer, 4 women flying the same mission might not seem like a big deal. But in a career generally dominated by men, this is a rarity. And far from coincidental, this flight has been carefully arranged to be all female, to include the mission planners and crew chiefs. An appropriate way to close out Women's History Month. But this wasn't just a celebratory flight. This mission was real. They're out to do what the F-15 Strike Eagle does best: support ground forces.
We knew we were going to take off in support of Dark Knight JTAC, which is just east of here in RC East up the Konar Valley. And what we did was we knew that they were taking some fire, that there were some bombs being dropped that day, and we knew we were going to support the guys on the ground by probably, at the very least, making some noise, and most likely that we were going to have to drop some bombs.
It's been 18 years since women were first allowed to fly combat missions. That's plenty of time for the services to get accustomed to women filling that role. But when coordinating air support, sometimes they say they can still hear surprise in the voices of the troops on the ground.
Well, I know for a fact that a lot of the JTACs and the Army guys on the ground, they don't hear women's voices very much. And so sometimes that's kind of exciting for them to hear our voices. And so all 4 of us being females, you know, that was definitely, it was nice for the ground guys to hear that they had, you know, women protecting them, of course. Not that we're any different than the guys, but it's just, you know, a guy thing that they like to hear that sometimes.
Women have come a long way, especially in the fighter world. They're still a minority, but they fulfill their role just the same as anyone else. This flight is a testament to that progress. Staff Sergeant Larry Moore, Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan.